This is what is behind not being able to have an orgasm. An orgasm is the maximum expression of trust, is the maximum expression of letting go. And when we want to control everything, when we are always in our mind, when we cannot meditate easily, when we are always questioning and overthinking, probably one of the consequences of that uh, characteristics that we have will be that we cannot have orgasms. Orgasms are the fusion between someone and a partner or another person. And I need to fully trust that sensation. It's like when you are gonna go and do psychedelics. You have to trust the experience without any expectations, right? Even though it's very hard to don't have expectations, but that's what we are supposed to do. When someone cannot have an orgasm, we also need to see if there has been in any story in the family system a story of sexual abuse, if there has been any traumatic happening in the reproductive organs. Sexual abuse lasts as a trauma, as an intergenerational trauma, for at least 6 generations. And remember, at the time that were our grandmothers, our mothers, or our great grandmothers, etc., they were born, they were very private. There are things that we couldn't talk very easily or even tell to our parents. So we truly don't know the full story of our grandparents or even of our parents. And I'm going to ask you to do an exercise. The first, the first thing that you're going to do is to have two pieces of paper, any size that you want. In one piece you're gonna write the number 1, and on the other piece you are gonna write number 2. In one piece you're gonna write number 1, and in the other piece you're gonna write number 2. And for the purposes of this exercise that is gonna reveal something about you, I will ask you to don't be driving or to don't get distracted. So now I want you to put the number 1 on the floor, and you can step on top of that paper that says number 1. We're going to focus in your body sensations. You just can close your eyes for a couple seconds, but I want you to keep your eyes open. So feel the sensations on your feet, feel the sensations on your reproductive organs, feel the sensations on your chest. Does it feel tense? Does it feel cold? Does it feel chills? Does it feel that you are getting relaxed or that you are getting tense? So just allow yourself to feel the full sensations, somatic sensations, not emotional sensations or emotions in your body now that you are standing on this number 1. Now we have another paper that is the number 2. I want you to move to the number 2 and do the same. Stand on top of the number 2. And if you want to, again, you can close your eyes for a couple seconds, and then you can open your eyes. For this dynamic, you are going to keep your eyes open. Feel your feet, feel your reproductive organs. And when I say your reproductive organs, I'm asking you to check your genitalia, the lower abdomen, everything that is below your belly button. If you're a female or a woman, check your breast, check your chest. See if you feel more comfortable in this number 2 or if you don't feel that comfortable. And very important, check your body temperature. So now you can sit down with that information and you can write it down if you want to while I am talking. Number 1 represents how you fully accept things in your life. If something happens, you say like, okay, I cannot change it. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna try to do my best. If you create resistance, if you felt cold, If you felt anxious in that, it's because you don't accept things easily. And we don't accept and we cannot let go of things either. The number two was orgasms. Again, if you felt tense, if you felt cold, if you felt that you don't want to stay in that position, if you felt that your genitalia was uncomfortable, especially in this sensation, I am very positive that there could have been some sexual abuse and trauma of sexual abuse that you might explore about your family tree in a family constellations, in a cycle breaking session, or maybe under hypnosis. Or maybe you can ask your parents or your grandparents. And so that's the way that you see acceptance, and that's the way that you connect with an orgasm, with a peak of pleasure. And now what are you gonna do with this information? You have to somehow try to find information coming of what did they tell you about pleasure in your family? What did they say? There were secrets about pleasure. For example, in my family, we are very Catholic. Pleasure was not allowed because then you become a sinner. So I'm gonna give you I'm gonna leave those questions for you there. In a family constellation session, you explore layer of a traumatic story. If you want to explore more, or if you want to know more, you follow me on Ancestral Healing with Alida. You can follow me on Instagram, Ayamama Alida, or go to my website, ayamama.org. I can even give you readings for $39, and you can find the main blockage for your situation. Thank you for following me.